From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
.39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little... Odell Beckham Jr. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Murphy in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
For a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Bengals nothing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. This one hauled in by Sample. Touchdown! Drew Sample, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Reports had him going to a lot of other teams, but the Ravens swooped in and surprised many by signing Beckham as a free agent. Didn't play last year as he recovered from a knee injury and gives the Ravens a weapon they haven't had at wide receiver in quite some time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And the pitch goes to Mixon, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shake.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
11 MT.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down in a yard. Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
It's caught. Beckham.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 24, Bengals 10. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11 Thomas.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Throwing. Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He may go. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1, ready?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think